it's looking like FANNON is definitely causing a YouTube boxing channel civil war. If you don't really see it, yeah, it looked like that's what's going to end up happening. It's happening now. Also, check my my wall, my posts, my wall, where I post pictures and stuff like that. Check it out soon, because I have a post between, the bro E Thriller and FANNON. They had some words in the past, and this goes back to this dude FANNON been getting into it with a lot of channels. I mean, this been going on for a long time. When he was part of the LDBC, he been getting into it with a lot of dudes. So I've been keeping up with this stuff, and FANNON is the one that's been spearheading all of this stuff when it comes to the Terence Crawford being on PEDs and the Devin Haney being on, juiced up and all this other stuff. There's other dudes, like I said, Manager Marty. I think the IBFP channel, I forgot his name. And there were some other channels that was responsible for a lot of this stuff too. And it's not really even Showbiz the Adult. Showbiz the Adult, I mean, yeah, he said some things, but the one that really, I think, came out with this stuff, I think, I can't pinpoint it, but I can assume that it was FANNON, and I think that man Jamadi do. I think those are the guys that really started a lot of this stuff, man, with Terence Crawford juicing up and all this other mess, man. So it's getting to the point where other channels are, you're starting to see a lot of rifts, and even some of the LDBC dudes is coming down on FANNON. They condemning him. BFTB was, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I think 78 Sports TV, I think he's coming out with a live. He probably gonna talk about it. If FANNON probably gonna be up in that mix, but this dude FANNON is just throwing missiles at everybody, man. He's like coming at ChampSide, and so it looks like it's Ego, Boxing Ego, Manager Marty, FANNON, and a few other channels that's lining up together, when it comes to this issue with Terence Crawford. But it's looking like a boxing channel civil war is breaking out, man, because I saw FANNON going in on Blue Blood and ChampSide, and BFTB had made a video. He condemned what FANNON was saying. So then Blue Blood replied, and he insinuated that FANNON might be a little, on the shaky side, and then now, FANNON was talking about he's Hitler's grandson. That's just wild stuff. This is what Blue Blood is saying. So FANNON, you notice he also played with his nose a lot. I'm trying to figure out why is my dude always playing with his nose? You know what I mean? That's crazy too to me. But it's clear that FANNON ain't got everything. He's off his rocker, and it looked like he on crash out status. You know what I mean? And a lot of channels that used to fuck with him that don't fuck with him no more, they banging it out with him. So it's like, wow, it's interesting to see, because all this dude got to do is just come out and tell the truth. Just admit why you don't like Terence Crawford. Everybody's even some of the dudes he used to rock with, they even catching on. They like, yeah, I'm starting to see now. If you line up with Errol Spence, just say that. You mad that Errol lost? I saw a video with Counterpunch Boxing. Shout out to Counterpunch. He even said something to that fashion, and people are starting to see the obvious now with this FANNON dude, bro. And to about a $5,000 an hour lawyer, I'm like, okay, yeah. But yeah, he does seem a little off his rocker a little bit, man. Like I say, he stayed playing with his nose, so I'm like, why he always going like this with his nose? Hey, your guess is as good as mine, but there's definitely, man, listen, the beefs are heating up. But can you imagine after Terence Crawford and Canelo fight, what's going to happen then? Especially if Terence Crawford beats Canelo. And heaven forbid, by any luck of the Irish chance that this happens, that Terence Crawford ends up stopping Canelo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we know we're going to hear the end of it. That's when you really going to hear the bad stuff come out then. Me personally, I don't think Terence Crawford stops Canelo. Canelo just knows how to not get knocked out. He just got a real fucking solid ass. I think the key to his chin is his neck, man, because his neck is like a fucking pit bull. You know what I mean? He has a real thick neck. And then he do those head exercises and the jaw exercise. So a lot of that built up a lot of his muscles in his neck and a lot of his jaw strength, you know. But as we already know, just because you have a chin don't mean you can't get stopped, and it don't mean your chin can't get cracked, because it weakens over time, bro. I care who you are. So is Terence Crawford the guy to do it? I don't know. I don't know. I doubt it, but we'll have to find out. And what I'm saying is, if he does do it, you think we hearing stuff about him using PEDs now? You wait. You just wait until he ends up, if that does happen, he stops Canelo. And even if he wins on the cards, they're gonna say, yo, well, how he able to move around for 12 rounds like that and not get tired? You know what they're gonna say. You know, just be ready for all of that. They already are lining up the excuses now, and a lot of these channels, the reason why they're hoping for Bud to lose and they're coming out with all these accusations is because they're jumping on the Canelo wagon now, because their guy Errol Spence Jr., you know, he's no more. So he didn't carry out. They had all faith in Errol, and then when he couldn't accomplish the task, now they had to find somebody else to latch on to. They were doing the same thing with Bud before Bud fought Madrimov. They're like, you know, this Madrimov dude, man, he's like he reminds me of the 154 Triple G and all. They're like, shut up, man. He does look like Triple G, but he fights nothing like Triple G. And I said this already, you know, and they was saying that he could possibly stop Bud. I seen them comments, and look what happened in that fight. And even though Bud won convincingly, you still got people saying he lost the fight, bro. And you got people saying he looked real vulnerable. I'm like, bro, he just moved up to 154. He still hurt that dude. Hit that dude with like 3-4 uppercuts. And you saw his face after the fight. Look at Bud's face and look at his face. You told me this dude beat up Terence Crawford, but then you look at dude's face at the end of the fight. Come on, man. Faces tell everything. You know, but yeah. FANNON is I would call him the general in all of this, in this new boxing channel civil war that is going to break out. I'm telling you right now it is, because I'm preparing for it. So I don't know about the rest of you other channels, but I'm getting ready for it. And any of them dudes throw darts at me, and I'm a little channel. I'm not even as big as a lot of these dudes, but they throw. If I find out they throwing darts at me, any one of them motherfuckers, bro, it's full speed ahead. You know how petty I could get. I could get real petty, you know. So trust me, I can get petty in ways that even the word petty is afraid of. You dig? So anyway, shout out to all the banging ass channels out there. Shout out to E Thriller, the Black Picasso. Go sub to my bro. Shout out to Captain Full G. Go sub to my homie Captain Full G. Shout out to Bushido Boxing. Go sub to Bushido. Shout out to Boxing Wave. Shout out to go sub to my man Boxing Wave. Shout out to True Media Boxing. Go sub to Coach Malachi. You know what I mean? If you want real unbiased boxing talk and opinions, man, it's very imperative that you go to channels like that ain't pushing an agenda for a certain fighter or trying to attack one fighter. In every video they trying to attack a fighter off of false allegations. It's one thing if things is factual, but it's another thing to base things on you know, something that you might assume somebody's doing. Something like taking drugs is a serious thing. You know, that's different from, you know, accusing a boxer of ducking or something. That's a different situation, man. But anyway, If y'all don't see the landscape, I don't know what's gonna make y'all see it, but I see everything that's about to happen. But anyway, you know what you think. Rebelyfe Boxing. Catch y'all later.